Hello everybody, this is an audio commentary for WCReplays.com. This is Wicked, and I have with me here my good buddy and trial shoutcaster, although no, he's not going to be trial for too much longer, Pancake Abuse.
Hey everyone.
And I have a pretty nice replay here for you, but you're not going to be able to see it unless you get it paused to 1 minute fairly quickly. Just a quick overview, it is Night Elf versus Orc on Lost Temple. Now, the Night Elf versus Orc matchup used to be pretty normal stuff, just, you know, people would adapt to whatever their opponents got. But recently, a strategy called the Moon Strategy, which involves getting mass summoning heroes by the Night Elf and massing Druids of the Talon and cycloning everything in sight has, you know, come up, and people are starting to use that more and more. But because the strategy relies so heavily on tavern heroes, it's a lot tougher to pull off on a map such as Lost Temple, where there are no taverns. Just asking Pancake if he has anything to say about this matchup.
I used to play Night Elf a long time ago, and I used to always hate playing Orc because I'm noob. But no, not too much to say. Oh, by the way, I like zooming up on the ogres. I like looking at the ogres' faces. They're ogre.
Thank you for that bit of information. Anyway, like I said, you should have the replay paused at 1 minute. The game is with Spirit Moon playing Night Elf, the inventor of the Moon Strategy, versus some random guy named Tempest who, watching the replay seems pretty good, but I've never heard of him. So, if you have that replay paused at 1 minute, we'll go ahead and unpause in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, unpause. Okay, so we have Spirit Moon, let's see, he is on the left side of the map with Red Night Elf, and Tempest is spawned on the top with a Grey Orc. Hero choices are Standard, Farseer, and Blade Master. Very important to get a Blade Master versus Orc, my friends, because, well, first off, if they get a Blade Master, as Orcs often do nowadays, Mana Burn takes a lot out of a Blade Master, as he's an agility hero and doesn't regenerate all that quickly. Plus, if there's a Farseer, one detonate can kill 2 wolves, plus a Mana Burn, takes off 100 mana really, really fast. And as far as Farseer goes, he's a really good creeper, and Invisible Wolves are great late-game harassers. They can take down wisps like nobody's business. So, as you can see...
Yeah, I always hated playing against DH.
Yeah, well, DH is my favorite hero, as well as the favorite hero of former audio commentator Mr. Cygnus, who I talked to the other day, but he said he wasn't going to be making audio commentaries again anytime soon. So anyway...
That makes me sad.
Yeah, makes Pancake sad in the pants. We have Kagar Winterfang, who I assume has a very, very cold tooth to be named that, along with a Grunt going off to creep and doing that kind of stuff. The DH is going off to harass. The best way to harass an Orc is not actually to go for the workers, because the workers can run into little burrows and frickin' shoot spears at you. The best way to harass an Orc is to take your Demon Hunter and run around the Farseer and just Mana Burn it as much as you can. And the best way to defend from that harass is to use your Wolves and other units to attack the Demon Hunter while you run your Farseer the hell away. Anything to say about early game harassment, Pancake?
Yeah, the DH, I hate him. Like that burn right there, ouch. But, yeah, I guess just try to keep it, like he said, keep away the Farseer. That's pretty much all you can do. I hate playing against Orc versus, on Lost Temple, because they can just freaking early expand, same with Human. Yeah, Lost Temple's not a favorite.
Yeah, and you can definitely see that Spirit Moon is making excellent use of Mana Burn, but also that Tempest is using his 4 units to make a sort of a danger core that he can run his Farseer around so that it doesn't get Mana Burned quite as often. It didn't work out as well as he had planned. The Farseer has now been Mana Burned, I think, 17,000 times, and the Demon Hunter is... Well, he's got pretty low HP, so he's probably going to have to go back and heal now. That's the objective of the Orc player in this situation, is to get that Demon Hunter to have to go and heal. And let's see, as far as units for Spirit Moon, he's doing an early tech, and the units that he has chosen to get thus far are Archers. Archers are real good early game because they do a lot of damage for not a whole lot of dough, and if you're attacked early game, they can hide behind buildings and basically attack. Now, they're not so good if you want to go out and attack your opponent. If you want to do that, you'll probably want some huntresses because they move fast, they can bounce to workers, that kind of stuff. But as far as defending your base while you're teching, you're probably going to want archers because, you know, a single Moonwell can full heal an archer like 8 times. And you can see that Spirit Moon is using Firebrand to go off and look for that very cold-toothed Farseer, who is also currently creeping. Orcs should be creeping a lot of the game, really. You don't want to try and fight a Night Elf in his base because of the archers and the Moonwells until you have either some raiders or maybe some, you know, demolishers, that kind of stuff, because otherwise he's just going to fend you off quite easily, and you might even lose a couple units. As far as Spirit Moon's teching, he's built, I think he built, what am I saying? He either built 2 or 3 Moonwells before he started his tech, and now he's throwing up the 4th. You don't need to build that many Moonwells early in the game because all you're getting is a few archers. Once again, Demon Hunter harassing the Farseer. If you can with the Demon Hunter, focus on the Farseer because Farseers go down real easy, and oftentimes you'll find that a Orc will be so distracted trying to kill your Demon Hunter with the rest of his units that with your mana burning and attacking, you'll be able to kill a Farseer. Anything to say about the game, my good dual cast buddy Pancake?
Not much right now. Just basically he's covering everything. It's pretty interesting, the whole like early tech with only 3 Moonwells. They're good for healing if you want to start off early with some, like, you know, just a few archers, maybe grab a couple more Moonwells, but I don't think you really need more than 4 or 5.
And as you just saw, the Farseer went down to that Demon Hunter's repeated harassment. That's what I was just talking about, that Farseer had been creeping the center camp and was kind of distracted by everything else that was going on, so he didn't notice that the Demon Hunter had just been attacking him the whole time, and when the creeps started attacking the Farseer as well, things kind of got out of hand and the Farseer died. But now you see that we have Shaka Zahn. Sounds kind of like Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Alright, one moment. But, yeah. So, Shadow Hunter is very good for repelling this kind of Demon Hunter harassment because he can use Hex and drive anything off pretty easily.
Yeah, and the KOTG is a really good second hero for the Night Elf because, I mean, against Orc, the whole thing is, you know, having massive HP on one unit, and the whole thing with Roots is that it completely voids that unit for that amount of time, plus it does some damage, so it's really nice. With less numbers, KOTG does more, I guess is more effective because he can, I mean, the Root just cripples the army more than if they had more units, so it's really nice versus Orc. I don't see him used enough.
Yeah, Keeper of the Grove, definitely a good hero choice. Also, he could sort of make up for the lack of summons in that he can summon a whole bunch of treants. Because, like I said, the Moon strategy often involves a whole lot of summons, and treants are a good replacement if you're not able to get a Beastmaster and a Firelord. As you can see, the Shadow Hunter just went down to Archer Focus Fire and Keeper of the Grove, Mass, Gozu Edge. And you can also see the Spirit Moon is using his Demon Hunter to solo creep. Demon Hunter is a very good solo creeper and can creep out those yellow camps, or the orange camps of Lost Temple fairly easily. You can also see the Spirit Moon nearly loses his Demon Hunter to the creeps of the fountain there, which I find pretty funny.
Yeah, you would figure he'd know the distance that he can stay around the creeps by now.
Yeah, well, I guess 10,000 games just isn't enough. Alright, and you can also see right there, Tempest, prior to attacking the Night Elf base, always check for an expansion, because a lot of times the Ennies enjoy massing the Expos, and they will try and pull fast and early expansions as much as they can. And you can also see that...
Yeah, Moon's pretty renowned.
Yeah. You can also see that Tempest is following my advice of not attacking until you have at least a Demolisher or something. And you can see he's actually able to take down that Ancient of Wind, while a Druid of the Talon was still training. Way to go, Tempest. So by now, Tempest realizes what Moon is strategizing here, which is Mass Druids of the Talon, and he's going to try and take out the Ancients of Wind because they're obviously very important for making Druids of the Talon, and if you can take out the AO Winds, you really put a stop to dot massing, because obviously you need to make dots from there, but if you